Hi. As you know, I've been away for a little bit. The reason I've been away is not because I've actually been away, but because I've been focusing on making things rather than doing things like unboxing and technical how-tos. What I've done is, as you can see, I've designed my own circuit board. As you can see here, what this is for it's really just a breakout board for the Wemos D1, and that's for creating my own blinds. It's also for the RCWL 0516 microwave sensor. £2. I mean, realistically, £2 for 10 from a DLC PCB in China. Bargain. Before this, I was kind of making my own boards on Proto Board, and I thought I'd give this a go. I used their own system, worked very, very well. I'd recommend it to anybody, but certainly, as I said, I use these quite often. Once populated, see, all good. Put your Wemos in there. I've got a breakout for the RCWL microwave sensor. I've got outputs for DHT and light dependent resistors, and also for servo control. I also use these with, I'll just get one, with these, which is the 18650 battery charging modules. Put them both in a little box. I've got one here. This isn't the right box. I've done another one since then. But this will fit in there. This fits in there. I've got the DHT sensor, which is the I think it's a DHT11 stuck in there as well, with the LDR up at the top. It feeds 5 volt both to the Wemos and then a separate 5 volt to the servo connection, so it's not draining straight off the D1. But any which way, that's why I've been a little bit busy with other things. But I haven't really stopped. I've just kind of moved on and gone on to working on those other things. I'll put up a short little video of what it does, but ultimately it creates the SmartThings integration using ST-Anything with my Venetian blinds. So yeah, it works great, but that's where I've been. But what are we looking at today? Right, well, a Fibaro device. In particular, it's the Fibaro Motion sensor. These are really quite expensive for what they are. I came across a load of Fibaro stuff, great price. So I'm going to do a couple of videos on them. This one in particular, as I said, is the motion sensor. Excuse me. I have SmartThings sensors. I've got the Acura sensors. I've got various different kinds of things, but this one, as I said, we'll be looking at the Fibaro one today. Right, so as you can see, still brand new, still boxed, never been opened. So this is a new experience for me as well. So let's just go around and see what it says. Right, so it can go from 32 degrees to 89 degrees temperature. I'm sure that's probably just an example. 450 LX luminance, that's the light sensor for lux. Motion, as I said. I think it does vibration as well, and it's got something called an earthquake sensor, which is kind of pointless, especially in the UK. But I suppose if you're in a country that is subjectable to things like earthquakes, like California or China, then maybe a good thing. For me, kind of pointless. But let's open it up and see what's inside the box. Anything else of any interest? It's a Z-Wave product, which is a great thing. I use a mixture of, well, if you're American, Z-Wave. I use Z-Wave, I use Zigbee, and I use Wi-Fi. I try and use Wi-Fi as little as possible, mainly because the average person is not going to have the best of Wi-Fi systems. They're probably going to use a router that they got as part of their Wi-Fi package. I'm personally going to be moving over to something a little bit more specialised, being in IT myself. So, you know, at the moment I'm just having it all hooked up through a Virgin Media router, which is it's fine for what I want to do, but I don't run that many Wi-Fi devices, only really the self-built ones. So let's open up the box and see what we got. Right, somebody sent me an eyeball. Well, to be honest, there's not an awful lot that you can say about this. Is there anything else in the box? Probably not. Their definition of a fitting kit, which is a screw and a raw plug. Fibaro Motion sensor is a universal Z-Wave Plus compatible multi-sensor. This device has a built-in motion sensor, temperature sensor and light sensor. Additionally, through vibration detection, it may detect tampering attempt or an earthquake. Fibaro Motion sensor is a battery-powered, completely wireless, and its casing allows for quick and non-invasive installation on any surface. The eye of the sensor visually indicates motion, temperature level, operating mode, or may inform about Z-Wave network range. Let's see what else it says in there. It's got its specifications, 3.0 battery, a CR123A. You see a lot of these on Chinese products, but to be honest, I would rather it being a coin cell, but I believe that these batteries can last up to 2 years, so probably better than changing your battery every couple of months. Operating temperature 0 to 40 degrees centigrade. Measured temperature range is minus 20 to 100 degrees Celsius. Light intensity from 0 to 32,000 lux. I think if you've got 32,000 lux, that you're probably a little bit too close to the sun. Dimensions 46 millimeters. Radio frequencies EU 868.4, 869.85 megahertz. Basic activation of device. Open the sensor's casing, yada yada. Remove battery blocker. Clearly, if it's been set up for a long time, you don't want the battery to be in there, so you pull that out. Locate the sensor near the main Z-Wave controller. In my case, it's a mixture of Home Assistant and SmartThings. I am looking at moving my Home Assistant installation over SmartThings, but at the moment I'm primarily a SmartThings user, so that's no real biggie. Quickly triple click the B button located inside the casing, and it will glow blue to confirm that it's setting into learning mode. Right, what else is on this? Almost guaranteed going to be, well, judging by the foreign languages. Warranty terms and conditions, which will be your typical, probably return to base if it's faulty, which I don't see any reason why it would be, but of course it's nice to have that. What else have we got? Same documents, different languages. More documents, same languages. Right, here's your mounting plate. I'm not going to pair this. It's basically 3 buttons. Go into your app, and you're basically from there, really. You've got 2 little dots on the back to say whether it's lined up. So that's it locked off. And when you want to put it in, you can fit it to wherever you want. It's actually got quite a nice range of movement, in all fairness. You can kind of move it down to wherever you want, which is quite nice, but bearing in mind, if it's that easy to fit, then you don't really want to have this anywhere that anybody can get to it. If you're looking, for example, to put it outside, then yeah, you might be able to detect motion just as they run off down the street with your sensor. Bear that in mind. You might want to have something a little bit more permanent if you're going to be fitting it outside. It looks relatively waterproof, but again, I wouldn't rely on the fact if you're going to install it outside, put it under some sort of cover, like the eaves of your house, or if you've got a porch, put it under your porch. I wouldn't want to fancy its chances of being purely IP rated all by itself, because it isn't. That's the simply put answer of that. So again, I'm not going to pair it up, mainly because there's really no point in this video. It's a very quick video. I just wanted to kind of give you an idea of what was going on, why you've not heard from me. We're not stopping videos, we literally have just been busy. I'm hoping to do some more videos very soon. I'm doing a little bit of a task as well in my occupational life, in conjunction with my good friend's company, Cherry Carp. We'll be building a motorised barrow for anglers. So this video is not sponsored by Cherry Carp, but I am heavily involved in it, and although I'm not an angler myself, great company. If you're in the UK and if you're an angler, I would suggest going to www.cherrycarp.com, or drop us an email or something. But certainly for me, this is the end of the video for now, so look forward to seeing you next time. Goodbye.